If you've ever checked your credit score and thought, there's no way that this is going to go up anytime soon, or how do I even get this to move? Or how do I actually increase my credit score? It keeps going lower. Then this is definitely the video for you, and you're gonna wanna stay all the way to the end because most people think improving their credit takes years, and that's simply not true. I'm gonna teach you the simple secrets and how to boost your credit score fast, all without having to waste months to see any sort of movement. Now, if you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Joe Parys. I'm a self-made millionaire, and I have some of the best credit cards in the game today, and I personally took my credit score from 600 all the way now to over 800, and I also pay more than $3,000 every single year in credit card fees. So if you feel stuck, don't worry. I was there with you literally a few years ago. In fact, I remember going to the bank trying to even get my first credit card and they wouldn't give me any credit. But what was ironic is I had literally tens of thousands of dollars and was so cash flow positive for my business that it didn't make any sense to me why they wouldn't give me credit. But in this video, we're gonna dive into all the reasons that you can boost your credit like I did very quickly. So let's go. Now, before I share with you the 5 tips, realistically, you're probably not gonna go from a 500 credit score to an 800 credit score overnight. But if you do focus on what I'm about to share with you, you can move up 20, 30, even 60 points within just a month or two. Now, firstly, the reason why most people don't see progress is because they're focusing on the wrong things. They're obsessing over paying over everything off at once or opening new cards, when the fastest gains come from specific moves that hit your credit score immediately. So let's break these down. Step 1, you need to fix your utilization first. This is the biggest lever that you can pull. Credit utilization makes up a huge chunk of your score, and if your cards are near your limits, your score is being crushed even if you pay on time. Let me share with you an example. Let's say you have a credit card with a credit limit of $1,000. And let's say that, you use your credit card like you should. You go out, you pay it on time, and every single month you pay it off. However, before the statement actually hits, let's say you put about $600, $700, $800 on that credit card. You didn't even max it out. You definitely used it and you used a good amount of it, but you always pay it on time. So why then is your credit score going down or staying the same or not getting any better? It's because your utilization is too high. So here's a fast win to help you get your credit score up, and it's by simply making sure that your utilization is ideally below 30% of the usage, and ideally it's under 10%. So in our example, $1,000 credit, you shouldn't be spending any more than $100, or at least be utilizing that amount at any given time. I know that sounds ridiculous because you're like, well, what's the point of having a credit card and credit if I can't even use it? And well, here's the truth. If a lender, let's say a bank, gives you a credit card and they see that as soon as you get it, you're using all of it, that's going to trigger some red flags. And well, those red flags are your credit score. So here's a pro tip. Even paying balances down strategically can cause your score to jump up as soon as the statement reports. This alone can boost your score in weeks and sometimes days. So make sure right before your statement, even a few weeks if you can remember this, try to really bring your utilization down low. This might mean paying your credit card down a little bit. And the truth of the matter is you don't actually need to pay your credit card off in full. You just need to bring it down below that 10% and you're going to be in good shape. Now, step number 2 is stop missing payments. This is an absolute no-no. Do not miss payments for the life of you unless it's an absolute emergency. A lot of the times it's by mistake. You just forget to do it. You can set up auto pay as a pro tip here on your credit accounts. That way it automatically takes it out of your account, but make sure you do have enough money in your bank at all times. Payment history is everything. Even one missed payment can tank your score, but if you have consistent on-time payments, this is where you're able to stack points quietly in the background. And if you haven't already, that auto pay is a lifesaver, and you can do this even as just a minimum on the card. And by doing this, this isn't really about being more disciplined. It's about removing the risk, because one single late payment can erase months of progress with your credit score. So make sure you avoid this at all costs. And again, it's pretty simple to set up these auto payments. Now, tip number 3 is do not close old credit cards. Now, a lot of people, and they don't even know this, are hurting their credit when they actually close previous credit cards. They think to themselves, well, I'm just going to pay the card off. I don't want to pay the annual fee anymore, and I don't really need the credit, so I'm just going to close it. Stop hold on a second, that's a huge mistake. Old cards can help your credit age and keep your utilization low. Even if you never use them, just keep them open. Now, the only exception to this would be if you had a large annual fee credit card and you just really don't want to pay it anymore. This will still ding your credit score, but if you already have good credit, it's probably not going to matter too much. But if you're trying to really boost and build your credit, this can definitely take things down a little bit. Now, another reason why this matters is because if this was an early card in your credit journey, the length of how long you've had that credit card open for matters a lot. You see, the length of your credit history matters more than you might think, and this costs you nothing to keep it open as long as it's a no annual fee card. So another pro tip here for you is before you go and actually open up annual fee cards, if that's your decision, make sure that you're probably going to keep that open for a while, or it's really easy for you to utilize and really get paid by the credit card companies. The reason I say this is because I have all of these different credit cards, but literally, these credit cards pay me. So if you want to learn how that works, check out the other videos here on my channel, because I teach you step by step how I have more than 7 different credit cards now, but they actually pay me money for keeping them and using them. Now, step number 4 is to use credit, but barely. There is a sweet spot for actually using your credit cards the right way, so let me teach you this. Ideally, you want to put small charges on your credit cards every month, something that you're already paying for, like gas, groceries, or maybe a subscription, and then you want to pay it off before the statement closes. This shows activity and keeps utilization low, and it tells the system that you're reliable. That's how you're able to build trust fast, boosting your credit score even quicker. And it is okay to use your credit card. Remember, you have it for a reason. There's no point in just opening up a credit card and then never actually using the credit. In fact, if you end up doing that, this could actually hurt your score, because the credit card companies want to see that you're actually using these cards, because this actually builds trust with them that you are, again, you're reliable with your money. That's what they want you to prove to them. The way that you do this is you have a bunch of little transactions, you end up paying them off in time. And if you can do this with bigger and bigger transactions like home, mortgage, car payment, bigger loans, this is when you'll gain more trust. You'll be able to up your credit score. You'll be able to get access to more credit, and the game works in your favor. So a good rule of thumb here is to definitely use your credit cards, but also just be mindful of how you're doing so and use them just a little bit, aka barely. Now, tip number 5 is to remove any negative marks when possible. If you have errors, outdated collections, or incorrect late payments, dispute them. This is because a single removal can boost your credit score almost instantly. And the thing is, most people never actually check this, which means they're probably leaving free points on the table. Now, here's what you can expect realistically. You're not going to go from 500 to 800 overnight. But if you do remove some negative marks and you fix a lot of the mistakes I've been sharing with you in this video, you can make some real movement in your point score within just 30 to 60 days, and sometimes faster. The key is focusing on what moves the needle now, not years from now. So there you have it. Those are the hacks, the tips, the secrets to help you boost your credit score fast. And again, if I was able to do this literally from 500-600, so can you. You just need to pay attention to where you're at right now, and then use the tips in this video to start moving forward. And also, if you are struggling with this, you can get help with it. But really, if you just pay attention to the things that I'm sharing with you here, I think a lot of you, especially if you're a beginner, are going to be in good shape. And remember, credit is a tool, and if you know how to use it, everything can change and you can get some sweet benefits. And if you want to get some amazing sign-up bonuses, click the links down below. I have multiple different ones that you can get right now, because if you use credit cards the right way and you boost your score, this is where credit cards can actually pay you. And make sure to smash up the like button, click the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more personal finance and credit card videos here on this channel. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next videos.